Big boost for Brighton. But Liverpool are sending a bigger message. Slot demands more. Robertson speaks out. Salah's future takes a fresh twist. For all the latest Liverpool news and reactions, make sure you subscribe to Anfield Wire and never miss an update. Brighton gets timely double fitness boost ahead of FA Cup game against Liverpool. Liverpool hosts Brighton in the fourth round of the FA Cup this weekend, and the Seagulls have been handed an injury boost ahead of the clash. Brighton has been handed an injury boost ahead of the South Coast club's trip to Liverpool in the fourth round of the FA Cup. Fabian Hürzeler confirmed that versatile Dutchman Mats Wiefer is ready to return, having been missing since the end of December with a toe injury. Giving an update on the state of his squad after Brighton's defeat by Aston Villa in the Premier League on Wednesday, boss Hürzeler said, "No new injuries. Mats Wiefer will be back, so that's a positive one. He's a big player with a big impact on our game. Big personality as well. So definitely we missed him, and we're all happy that he's back now." The Seagulls remain without long-term absentees Solly March, Stefanos Tsimas, and Adam Webster, while Yassine Ayari is not yet ready to return to action. Meanwhile, Liverpool is waiting to find out more about the extent of the injury that midfielder Wataru Endo sustained during Wednesday's win over Sunderland in the Premier League. Endo was taken off on a stretcher during the second half, and Arne Slot admitted after the game that he expects the Japan international to be sidelined for some time. "Yes, it's a serious one," Slot said. "How serious we don't know yet because it still has to be assessed tomorrow. But it doesn't look good. I'm not too sure if it's his ankle. It's his foot, but if it is his ankle or his foot, that is what we have to assess tomorrow. I assume he will be out for a long, long time." What is long? It is difficult to say at this moment, but you can hardly believe what this right fullback position brings us this season. The Reds remain without long-term absentees Alexander Isak, Giovanni Leone, and Connor Bradley, while it remains unclear when Jeremy Frimpong, who is nursing an injury for a third time this season, will return. Frimpong's injury is not as bad as Liverpool first feared when he was forced off during the Champions League win over Karabag, but he has now been absent for the Reds' last 3 games. Dominic Szoboszlai will be available for selection once again after serving a 1-game suspension against Sunderland, following his red card in stoppage time of Liverpool's defeat by Manchester City over the weekend. Andy Robertson sends Liverpool statement that Arne Slot simply cannot ignore. Arne Slot handed Andy Robertson a rare start for Liverpool against Sunderland on Wednesday, and the left-back repaid his boss's faith with a strong display. Andy Robertson underlined his importance to the Liverpool squad on Wednesday night as he helped the team to keep a clean sheet against Sunderland. The Scotland captain came into the starting lineup as Milos Kerkez dropped down to the bench, and the Liverpool defense had a much more solid look to it with the 31-year-old in the side. The Scotland captain came into the starting lineup as Milos Kerkez dropped down to the bench, and the Liverpool defense had a much more solid look to it with the 31-year-old in the side. Robertson was the subject of interest from Tottenham during the January transfer window, and for a short period it looked as though he would move on, but he ultimately ended up staying on Merseyside. Robertson is not the player he used to be, but he still has plenty to offer Liverpool in the final few. Kerkez has unquestionably improved in recent weeks, but he is yet to find the consistency that Robertson became known for during his peak years at Anfield. Robertson's display against Sunderland prompted former Black Cats striker Ally McCoist to express his surprise at his compatriot having been used so sparingly this season. "Honestly, I can't say enough. I'm so surprised he, Robertson, hasn't played a lot more," McCoist said while on co-commentary duty for the game. "I understand the manager buys players, brings players in, and you have to give them an opportunity, but for the life of me, that's the one position I can't understand why Robertson hasn't started more." Joe Cole concurred, saying, "I agree with you. Every time I watch Robertson play, he does a job. Despite Robertson's bright performance, it is unlikely to be enough to wrestle the first-choice left-back spot back from Kerkez, although there is a decent chance that he will line up against Brighton in the fourth round of the FA Cup this weekend." Slot confirmed prior to the win over Sunderland that his decision to drop Kerkez was purely due to him wanting to manage his minutes during a hectic first season at Liverpool for the Hungary international. "I think I have 2 good left-backs," Slot said. "It's just that we've played 3 games in 7 days, which is different to 8 days. Throughout this season, Milos hasn't played many games like this because he came from Bournemouth, which doesn't compete in European competitions. Sometimes, when I've played him, he's struggled, and Robertson is a great substitute for him. Arne Slot pleads with Liverpool stars to make it more simple for ourselves. Arne Slot has challenged Liverpool to be more ruthless and score more goals after Virgil van Dijk's strike secured a 1-0 win at Sunderland to reignite their Champions League qualification push. Arne Slot has urged his Liverpool side to show ruthlessness in front of the goal despite witnessing them breathe new life into their pursuit of Champions League football. Virgil van Dijk netted the decisive goal just past the hour mark as the Reds claimed a well-earned 1-0 Premier League victory at Sunderland on Wednesday evening. The triumph pulled Liverpool to within 3 points of the top four and just 2 points adrift of fifth place following Manchester United and Chelsea's draws the night before. While Slot was pleased with how his side bounced back from Sunday's heartbreaking 2-1 home defeat to Manchester City, he is demanding the Reds begin converting their superiority into more goals. We've had so many setbacks and disappointments where we didn't get what we deserved, but the players showed up again 3 days later and performed, said the Liverpool manager. I saw a very good performance from my team throughout the 90 minutes. We have shown that response so many times this season. Now it's about the consistency and results. It's not a coincidence when we win our games because we are usually the better team on the pitch. It's more surprising to see we didn't have more wins. But today you could also see why. If you create so many chances and have 3v2 situations, it should and will lead to us scoring much more goals. If we want to make it more simple for ourselves, it would be nice if we could score more goals. Both Hugo Ekitike and Mohamed Salah spurned promising chances in the second half, while star performer Florian Wirtz rattled the woodwork before the interval and later saw a goal-bound shot blocked. Speaking about Wirtz, Slot said, "Not for the first time he was really good. But recently when he was really good he was also involved in goals and assists, and today he was very close and maybe should have been on the score sheet with the amount of quality he has. But it's good to see not only him but also other players developing so well, playing another good game of football where we had such a disappointment against City, when we played so well second half and deserved so much more than we got." Reflecting on the match, Slot added, "It didn't feel to me at all like a struggle as I thought we played really well again. Sunderland have a difficult playing style to play against, a lot of long balls to defend and a lot of balls in the channel, and I thought we did that really well and controlled the second ball really good. From that second ball, we played some very good football. I'm getting used to more and more now us missing a lot of chances, which we did again. The big exception compared to all the other games against promoted teams or where we are the better team, we weren't able to score from a set piece and usually concede one. But we did scored, and that's the difference between all the games we dropped points." What Cody Gakpo felt was amazing about Liverpool's win at Sunderland. Cody Gakpo saluted the defensive efforts from every Liverpool player in Wednesday night's 1-0 win at Sunderland in the Premier League. A 61st-minute header from Virgil van Dijk saw the Reds put an end to the Black Cats' unbeaten league record at the Stadium of Light this season. And a complete performance in all departments was key to securing that important 3 points, according to Gakpo. The number 18 told LiverpoolFC.com, "I think in transition moments everybody tried to get back both ways, attacking and defending. Obviously we defended with our lives and that's what we did very well. I think everybody was amazing. Ibou Konate was good again, like we know him. I think everyone did their job and I'm very happy. I think it was a good performance from our side and in the end a great win. I think we deserved it if you look at the game and we are very happy with that. I think we had good opportunities to create chances. We created some chances, but lacking the goal was the only thing. Fortunately for us, we got it in the second half and we took the win with us." The one negative on the night for Liverpool was the potentially serious injury Wataru Endo suffered. The Japan international was impressing at right back before he was forced off on a stretcher in the second half. "I think everybody knows Wata is a real warrior," Gakpo said. "He played an amazing game today as well. Unfortunate for him and for us that he got injured, but he got injured saving us maybe from a goal against. After that, he still stayed on the pitch until danger was cleared." The Reds now quickly move on and turn their focus to Emirates FA Cup matters. A busy week ends with Brighton and Hove Albion arriving at Anfield on Saturday evening in the fourth round. Previewing that tie, Gakpo added, "Important game. We have to go all in again and go for the win." Liverpool star Mohamed Salah tipped to turn down Saudi Arabia transfer for perfect move. Mohamed Salah has been heavily linked with a move to Saudi Arabia, but a former midfielder believes he should return to Italy. Liverpool striker Mohamed Salah has been predicted to reject overtures from Saudi Pro League clubs upon his departure from Anfield, opting instead to continue his career in Europe. Despite enduring a campaign where the Egyptian has failed to reach his customary standards, Salah is attracting attention from the Middle East ahead of the summer transfer window. However, former Liverpool midfielder Didi Hamann believes he may opt for a return to Italy instead. Salah's future depends on whether Liverpool want a transfer fee, as well as his wages, but the Italians always appreciate an older player more than we do in Germany and maybe in England, Hamann explained. If you look at Inter, if you look at other clubs, they've got managers who are older than the ones in other countries. They've got the players, if you look at Inter. And obviously he had a spell at Roma, so he's been there before. Maybe he's got unfinished business in Serie A. And there are some brilliant clubs. If you look at Roma, they haven't really been on the map in the last few years. What a wonderful story that would be if he went back to Roma. Then obviously with the Milan clubs, you always have a chance in the league. They've both done well in the Champions League in recent years. I wouldn't say Saudi is the only destination. It's probably the most likely one, but I think there will be one or two clubs who will be sniffing once they hear that he might go, and Italy might just be perfect. Salah was the target of a £150 million offer from Al Ittihad in 2023, which Liverpool swiftly dismissed. This summer, however, speculation will be widespread about fresh attempts from the Saudi Pro League to attract another major star. With Cristiano Ronaldo now 41, the region could benefit from securing another high-profile name. Salah, as one of the finest players in the world over the past decade or so, would be ideal. I didn't really understand when Salah said he's done so much for the club and shouldn't need to fight for his place every single day. Hamann continued, "I think he should fight. He has to fight for his place. I think they found a good solution, but maybe it would have been best for both sides if they had gone their separate ways in the winter. At the same time, I don't really want to see the end of an era for a player who has won everything." People still talk now, years later, about Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino, and Salah. Salah and Mane didn't get on the best, but on the pitch they were just dynamite, the pair of them. Firmino linked it all together. It would have been sad to see it end this way during the season. So I think they probably made the right call, especially because Liverpool is a bit different in that respect with the way they treat managers and their players. He's got a year left on his contract now. Is he the same player? No, he's not. And I mentioned it before, he has struggled to score goals from open play since Christmas last year. So, is there a chance he's going to leave in the summer? I think yes, there is. I don't know the financial situation, but Liverpool probably has to bring in at least one quality winger, a player who makes a difference. Maybe a squad player is not enough. Maybe you need somebody who starts as a regular. I think he could have gone last year or 2 years ago, but he didn't. I'm not sure he wants to go, but I think there's a chance that maybe they go their separate ways in the summer.